Hello and welcome to Fat Cat. In today's video I will going through some of the best names in the luxury watch market, so let's go ahead to the video. Patek Philippe. Patek Philippe is regarded as the pinnacle of Swiss watchmaking. The Patek brand and the Calatrava seal stand for the highest level of craftsmanship and quality. The Aquanaut Travel Time 5164A and the Grand Complications 5140P are two of Patek Philippe's finest mechanical clocks. Calatrava, Nautilus, Aquanaut, and Gondolo are all part of Patek Philippe's men's line, and they come in a variety of designs, from simple timepieces to enormous complications like perpetual calendars and minute repeaters. Women's quartz and mechanical watches are available from Patek Philippe as well. For ladies, the automatic and quartz 24 line is a popular choice. Patek Philippe, which is credited with creating the first wristwatch in 1898, was first introduced under a different name. Patek Zapec N.C. was founded in Geneva by watchmaker François Zapec and merchant Antoine Norbert de Patek. They eventually split up, and Zapec formed Zapec N.C. with Julie Uskruski as a new partner. Patek N.C., on the other hand, formed a cooperation with French watchmaker Adrien Philippe, the inventor of the keyless winding mechanism, and began producing watches in 1845 under the new name Patek N.C. Patek Philippe N.C. became the official name of the company on January 1, 1851. Patek Philippe's first watch featured a split seconds hand, perpetual calendar, minute repeater, and chronograph. This was a remarkable performance for a corporation that was deemed new and up-and-coming at the time. Patek has progressed and come a long way from its humble beginnings, having been purchased by the Stern family in 1932. In fact, the company manufactured almost 40,000 timepieces in 2002 alone. Patek Philippe watches continue to command high costs due to their sophisticated mechanical features and distinctive appearance, as evidenced by their Complications and Grand Complications collections, a masterclass in horological intricacies and artistic design. Users of Patek Philippe: Ellen DeGeneres, Joan Meyer, Nicolas Sarkozy and Robert Downey Jr. Omega. Omega is a brand that is linked with quality and innovation, and its technology has revolutionized the watchmaking industry. Through a rich record of commitment to invention, the brand has created some of the most influential timepieces in history. For them sky is the limit, literally. The brand had participated in the first moon landing in 1962 and then the other 5 lunar landings too. NASA flight qualified the Omega Speedmaster chronograph for all manned space missions in 1965. They were the first to design a diver's watch in 1932, and they are also the official timekeeper for the Olympic Games. They have been pioneers of creations, the best in their field too. Omega is the place to go if you're seeking for renowned timepieces that say words about a brand. Since its founding in 1848 by Louis Brandt, Omega Watches has made important advancements to watchmaking technology. The coaxial technology, silicon balance spring, liquid metal, Ceragold technology has been excelled by this brand, a premium name in the Swatch Group. Their watches stand the tests of time. What's more, their watches have conquered Hollywood too. The protagonist of the popular James Bond series has been seen wearing these watches on numerous occasions. These timepieces have been spotted on multiple times by the protagonist of the iconic James Bond series. He sported an Omega Seamaster Quartz Professional 300. Then came Tomorrow Never Dies in 1997, where James Bond was again shown with an Omega Seamaster 300. Surprisingly, the X-Rayed Seamaster appeared in the opening titles. In 2006, the new James Bond, Daniel Craig, wears the Seamaster Planet Ocean 600 coaxial chronometer in a suave and sophisticated avatar, a perfect depiction of the long-lasting association of Omega and James Bond came out strongly yet again in Skyfall when Daniel Craig is spotted wearing an Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. Both brands adhere to the same concepts of cutting-edge design and fashion sensitivities. Omega watches are leaders in the world of horology because they have witnessed the pinnacle of success. Price range of Omega between $1,000 and $700,000. Breitling. The best way to describe Breitling watches is rock solid, functional, and unmistakable. This well-known Swiss watchmaker is particularly well known for its Pilot's timepieces. The company has enjoyed an exceptional reputation in this sector for decades. Its catalog includes the legendary Navitimer, as well as high-tech instruments with quartz movements and special functions. Many Breitling watches are built to withstand the rigors of modern aircraft. You can use them to analyze flight data and send distress signals in case of an emergency. However, Breitling is no one-trick pony. They also have a reputation for producing excellent diving watches. The Super Ocean and Avenger collections appeal to fans looking for more technical timepieces, while those who appreciate retro designs will find themselves drawn to the vintage-inspired models in the Super Ocean Heritage series. Introduced in early 2018, the Navitimer 8 also features design elements taken from historical Breitling watches. Breitling truly provides something for everyone, regardless of taste. Furthermore, most timepieces use mechanical calibers, all of which have come with certification from the official Swiss Chronometer Testing Institute since 1999. Breitling put in a lot of effort in 2019 and 2020, introducing a slew of new models, including the Premier line. Some of the most interesting additions to existing collections include the Navitimer 806, 1959 re-edition and the Super Ocean Heritage 57. Both timepieces pay tribute to major milestones Breitling reached back in the 1950s. The Aviator Rate Mosquito chronograph with the in-house B01 movement and the Top Time limited edition with the so-called Zorro dial are among the other exciting releases from recent years. Rolex. One brand wears the crown as king of the luxury watch world, from sport models such as the legendary Submariner, GMT Master II, Explorer, and Daytona to dressier to just end-day date models. There is a Rolex for every purpose. Rolex watches history. Rolex's history is linked to 24-year-old Hans Wilsdorf, who in 1905 founded a unique company in London that specialized in timepiece distribution. His dream was to create a watch you could wear on your wrist. At the time, wristwatches weren't extremely precise, but Wilsdorf had the vision that these timepieces would not only offer a luxury accessory to users, but also be a reliable method for telling time. By 1919, the company had grown and expanded so much, it moved to Geneva, Switzerland. In 1926, the first waterproof wristwatch was released by Rolex and was given the name Oyster. The Rolex Just was the first self-winding wrist chronometer to display the date in a window on the dial, and it was introduced in 1945. In the 1950s, Rolex began designing tool watches that were intended for professional activities like deep-sea diving, aviation, mountain climbing, and more. This led to the release of the Explorer in 1953, Submariner in 1953, Milgauss in 1956, Deep-Sea Special in 1960, Cosmograph Daytona in 1963, and Sea Dweller in 1967. This luxury watch company continued to flourish, eventually becoming the household luxury brand name that it is today. Users of Rolex: Justin Timberlake, Mark Wahlberg, Orlando Bloom, David Beckham, and Kanye West. Price range of Rolex between $50,000 and $650,000. Bremont. Bremont has you covered as a luxury watch collector who appreciates wonderfully designed chronometers. Bremont watches were created at the award-winning British company's headquarters in Henley-on-Thames, England. The journey started in 2002 when two brothers, Giles and Nick English Bremont, started the plan of making beautiful pilot's watches when losing at football with Queen. Synonymous with fine watchmaking, Bremont watches are available in a wide assortment, The company is known for making high-quality timepieces that can readily compete with Swiss behemoths, users of Bremont, Gordon Ramsay, and Tom Cruise. Audemars Piguet. Audemars Piguet produces some of the finest, most highly coveted watches the world has to offer. The brand belongs to a group known as the Big Three of Swiss watchmaking, which also includes Patek Philippe and Vacheron Constantin. The company, which was founded in 1875, is still owned by the founding family and is one of the last remaining Swiss watch producers. AP, as its fans call it, produces all sorts of timepieces, from simple two-hand watches to models with intricate complications like a perpetual calendar or minute repeater. The brand's most famous model, the Royal Oak, has legendary watch designer Gerald Genta to thank for its iconic looks. Its introduction in 1972 flipped the luxury watch world on its head, with AP listing this unique stainless steel piece for the same price as a gold watch. The Patek Philippe Nautilus is based on this model, which pioneered the luxury sports watch genre. Other top Audemars Piguet watches include the Royal Oak Offshore and the Royal Oak Concept. The Offshore debuted in 1998 and is a larger, more masculine version of the classic Royal Oak. The Concept series, on the other hand, is used by AP to experiment with novel materials and technologies. One recent result of these experiments is the Royal Oak Concept Black Panther from 2021. This clock was created in partnership with Marvel Studios by the manufacturer. In 2019, Audemars Piguet launched a brand new collection known as the Code 11.59. These models mix old AP watch design components with contemporary embellishments. The manufacturer also developed several new calibers specifically for this collection, including the company's first integrated automatic chronograph caliber, much to the delight of many watch fans. I'm Fat Cat. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.